few weeks were the most recent, so I remember the most. But one thing really significant happened to me, or didn't happen to me, something I witnessed actually. So, when we were going to the international school every day, the schools get a little bit more money because it's like private school, whatever. Anyway, so they hired a taxi for us to go back and forth from the church to the school. It was like a 45-minute drive. And every day, the first couple days we went, there would be tons and tons of people. Every time the car would stop, people would just come up and be like beg, like, please, like, I have nothing. Like, food, money, anything. And for the first few days, I was just like, I can't. If I give one person something, then I have to give everyone something. And it was just, I was just kind of doing like my best to ignore, or not ignore, but like sorry, like, I don't know, I can't really do anything. And we went by this one stoplight, and on the right, under this tree, there was this lady. I looked over at her. She had no legs, and she was sitting under the tree, and she was just like begging for money. And so she was sitting there, and I just see, she's strong. She has a couple of prosthetic legs, which is surprising. But anyway, she had a couple of prosthetic legs that she had taken off because she was sitting on a tree. That's not important. Anyway, in this, I'm going to tell a story. This guy came by. I'm being really confusing right now. This happened one day, and then almost the same thing happened the next day. But I saw this guy who was also, I saw two people who were crippled, the lady with the legs, and this guy who was walking with crutches, and one of his legs was it was messed up or something. Then the next day we drove by to the same stoplight, and I see this lady again, I see this woman sitting there under the tree. And the guy that had the crippled legs, who I thought was another person who was begging for money, this is crazy. He was the one. He hobbled by this lady. He comes up to her. He puts down his crutch. He bends down his one leg, and he takes money out of his pocket, and he gives it to this lady. And I started crying in the car, because that's insane. This guy had nothing. He didn't even have his legs. Unreal. And of course, this woman was just so thankful because she was able to eat a bite of food. I'm sure she was starving. And it absolutely broke my heart. Because, to love your neighbor as yourself, that's crazy. If you think about what that actually means, I treat me really well, I think. Right? I do nice things for me. I like to save my money and spend on whatever I want, or, whatever. But this guy had no legs, really. He had one leg that was okay, one leg that was way messed up, and this lady had no legs. And he was the one who had stopped and was giving her money. So, that absolutely broke my heart. And it really taught me what it means to love your neighbor as yourself. I just felt God was really convicting me, hey, look at this. This guy has nothing, and yet that's what I did for you, right? I died for you, and this guy gave money to this lady. What can you do? After that, I was all right. A certain portion of my money is just Jesus' money. It's not mine. It's in my bank account, but this is only for spending on Jesus and his children. So it gave me a lot of freedom because I was able to kind of bless other people just from what Jesus has given me. So the last week or so, I was trying to, listen to the guy's example, the guy with a broken leg, and actually love my neighbor as myself. So that was one thing that was really powerful. That kind of absolutely broke my heart. There's a lot of other stories, but I think that's one that's really sticking with me. So